comparisons. Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Excellent speeches today. Amazing stories. Humor galore. Before I get to our evaluators, not to lionize his absence, Tim Linger would tell you there's an Eagles song.
Don't ruin my evaluation by saying what you're going to say.
I'll leave the rest of it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Our first evaluator today, evaluating Carlos Benitez, is Lazar Lecadu. Please welcome Toastmaster Lecadu.
Carlos Benitez, I would say you did a wonderful speech entitled Charlie Says, and I really love it. You told me to really look for the notes and then also to look for the humorous aspect of the speech and also for the interaction. My part, I believe that we did a wonderful work on the note. You look at the note, you see the idea of the note, and then you look at the public, and then you speak, and then come back to the note. I believe that we did a wonderful work. Humorous, I know everybody over here agreed that he was funny. That was great. Now, interaction. When you brought Carson, I knew that was going somewhere. It was great, it was well done, and you coordinate with the audience. That was wonderfully done. I believe there's one thing that we all can take away from here. You say to look for the cue, to look for the drive, and then after that there's a response, and then there's a reward. I believe it was really wonderfully done. Now, one suggestion that I'll bring is on the part of the note. I realized that when you came and then you start your speech, all great speakers, when they come, the first 5 seconds is to get the audience with them. So looking at the note at the beginning is not really something that I would advise. That speech of Stephen Covey, from the 7 hours of successful speakers. We should have memorized that. It's just, I think, 5 seconds. Memorize that. And then when you come, you look at the public, and then you say it with enthusiasm, and then go back to your notes. That's what I would advise. Thank you.
For our second evaluation, evaluating Toastmaster Lily Cattleman, is past president ATM Carson Schaefer. Please welcome Toastmaster Carson Schaefer.
Linger was going to tell us.
Lionize by Eagles. But you have to make it a joke. You can't hide your love.
Lillian. How to learn a new language. You've come a long way. I have horrible hearing loss from jet engines, vans, race cars, guns, and normally I don't hear well. In this room, it's reflective, so I came up here so I could hear it. I got the vast majority of your speech for the first time today. I heard it. You want to go to learn Chinese, you better go to China. If you'd like to learn English, you want to come to America. English, wouldn't you go to England to learn English? This is good stuff. You had great hand gestures. You had comedy, everybody laughed all the way through. Cracker. No, you're telling me you want to sell crack. And something to work on. You're very relaxed. You're very, very well put together. Love the hat. But you had your hands clasped at your waist level fairly tight, or you did fists. And that was the first time I said, she's a little nervous. You're not someone that ever seems nervous. But when I saw your fist, I said, oh, she's working at this. So just be aware of that. Great eye contact, maybe a little more vocal variety, but that'll come along as you learn English better and better. There's something wrong for the grammarian in that sentence somewhere. You were a cashier to learn. You used to be a calculus professor, didn't you? That's the effort Lillian will go to, from calculus professor to cashier, to learn the language. Again, with the great hand gestures. I've written it twice. And it's just wonderful watching you progress. When you first came here, I got maybe 25% of what you were saying. Then we got to 50% of what you were saying. This time, I got 80 or 90% of it. So we have watched your hard work pay off, and it's been worth it. Thank you.
Our evaluator today will be evaluating Toastmaster Nate Bowe. Please welcome Toastmaster Jay Shaw.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Good morning. Did you all enjoy Nate's speech?
Yes.
Did you find it entertaining?
Yes.
He told me during the break that his goal was to make a boring topic entertaining. And I think we can all agree that he succeeded in that. It started with a wacky but interesting introduction talking about squirrels and nuts and tigers and something that didn't make sense in the moment but was wrapped back around to later in the speech. That was clearly, tastefully pre-planned and well done. You had a natural pose and a natural movement. You moved here and moved here through the speech. And as it progressed later, you got right behind Lonnie. Could you feel breathing down your neck? It was very, very well moved. Now you weren't biking around the room, but you're moving within the space. You're moving within a space that actually made sense. I will say that you mentioned something that you heard from Ty Patton, and I can personally say to the entire club that Ty Patton is indeed a very good mentor. He's my mentor, has been since day one. You had very good uses of words and phrases. Mind that memory. There's an alliteration and just a very clever wordplay there. After you broke the piece of wood, you said, "Sorry about my crack." Referencing a speech that was previously said right before you. He said at the end, "Thank you." Woo! You were working off the energy and working off the room very beautifully. And this is more spontaneous than any speech I've seen you give this far. A few things to improve upon. You went to the tips very fast. There were really a lot of tips and a lot of things going on in the speech that made it tough to follow. I missed tip 1 entirely because you didn't really elaborate on it. And I would advise you to make a difference in either your tone or pause between tip and the description. If you were to write it, make it bold and then write it normal. Like, for example, you can use technology. There's more I can say, but if you were to make some improvements, the speech would be a lot better and more effective, and the crowd will lionize you like the Tiger Eagle.
Evaluating our fourth speaker today, Toastmaster DTN Jordan Kadenker is Toastmaster Charles Hood.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
All right.
Charlie says, entertainment is a universal human need. Actually, it's in the manual. Jordan, good job. Jordan's goal today was giving a speech out of an entertaining speech of the Competent Communicators Manual. Well done. The speech, selecting a topic, organizing the speech, having a good time. Did we have a good time? Yes. Did Jordan have a good time?
Yes.
Forget the Eagles, I'll take Tom Petty. Jordan told me this was a speech about standing his ground. I thought maybe Damn the Torpedoes might have been a better title. So Jordan started off with the description of the tapestry of time and going through life and going back and recalling these memories and going through and chronologically giving us a story and stories. Well done. He went from the Elegy of the Church, Thomas Gray poem, angering his Shakespeare class professor, and the middle school bully. He wound up with his trip from going through Iran, getting all the way back here in America, and getting mugged, or the attempted mugging, in Times Square. What a whirlwind tour. Well done. And there's a couple things I'd say. You missed a point on. There's a few speeches and one in here. I think you picked one of these stories and really embellished it. Giving us that Jordan we're used to getting, and not being so professorial, you have lionized the genre in our club, so we expect entertainment. So good job. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Toastmasters.
All right.
We love you, Charlie.
All righty, now, evaluators, do they all qualify?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You know the drill? Against the wall. Have you thought? Evaluator one. Sorry, look at it.
Hey.
Evaluating two, Toastmaster Carson Schaefer. All right. Evaluator three, Toastmaster Jay Shaw.
Pretty close to that.
Okay, and lastly, Toastmaster Charles Huckabee.
Joy, raise your hand.
He's only raising one finger, I don't know.
All right, all be seated except Toastmaster Jay Shaw.